Hi everybody, Mature Simmer here. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to work at some more challenges. So we've done runway maintenance, we've done morning fog in Zurich. The last official tower trainee level is Sunny Sunday Shuffle at Raleigh. So 40 flights, the top people, top 5, got 3,900 or more, which means they at least got 39 flights left or done. We'll see how that all works. And we've got the sun is shining and everyone wants to fly. Navigate a mix of weekend pilots and commercial traffic at KRDU, or again, Kilo. Kilo? All right. Like Coolio. Kilo, Romeo, Delta, Uniform. All right, so we've got it ready to go. Let's get loaded up. All right, so we do have it there. You will notice it did complete the morning fog one, so that is interesting. This one is also only an hour, as opposed to runway maintenance, which they gave 2 hours to. So again, we need to pick Challenge Sunny Sunday Shuffle. That is a tongue twister. Still had trouble loading. So let's see how this works. Alright, it fired up, so that's good. But yeah, I had a little bit of a challenge. I did retry the fog one at one point. Did that off camera, obviously, because just showing you everything I'm doing. That's, probably not something that's going to be super exciting to people. They'd like to see different things, so I'm only recording non-repeats. It's a little different, obviously, if we're doing schedules later, but we're still not repeating the same schedule, because every day things change a little bit. So that's the benefit of pulling a real schedule. It's not like, oh, I'm just playing Raleigh again, and we're going to have the same schedule we had before. It'll change up, or should somewhat, because we're not probably exactly playing the same time and whatever. And I may do longer things in the future. You guys let me know. I mean, are you interested in watching a 2-hour or a 4-hour schedule run and somewhere? I don't know that I'd do a crazy airport for that, because it would probably fail. All right, so you can see it loads in with 23 right, 23 left as arrivals. And in real life right now, those are all arrivals and departures, as well as 32. So there are 3 runways. But the way this is set up, you'd have to taxi on runway 14 and 32. There are no taxiways that actually work. And so I did go look, because there is what's called the November Golf ramp over there off of runway 32, and since it's a mix of weekend pilots and so forth, I did want to take the chance that, hey, something suddenly appears and I didn't have a camera view there. But it doesn't look like that'll be the case, so we're just going to go ahead and get this hour going and see what we get. 40 flights. Yeah, it's busier than we've had, but it's not anything crazy, so the cars go in and out depending on where you zoom in. But we've got, about 10 GA aircraft sitting there. There we go.
Requesting push and start.
Delta 1488, pushback approved. Expect runway 23 right. Which should, take me down there. Which it does, so. And we're going to go via Foxtrot instead of Bravo, I believe. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's how they're. So it's telling us via Bravo, but we'll leave this for vacating, because I think it's just cleaner to do that. There isn't much down here with left, although I suppose I could take the GA aircraft off of left, and then, they'll land and come back. And again, down here, It's Alpha and Juliet. And if we're going to bring them around from the other part of the airport over the bridge there, actually it's over here, yeah, that's Juliet. So we could take them via Juliet 223 right if we need to, or if something comes in, I assume that is how it will taxi back. We shall see.
Raleigh,
but I don't know what the mix is.
Exec 6 with information, Oscar. Ready to start.
ExecJet 963, approved, expect runway 23 left.
Negative, unable, I'm on the ground. ExecJet 63.
ExecJet 963, approved, expect... ExecJet 963, approved, expect runway 23 left. So it seems to struggle.
Negative, unable. ExecJet 63.
So I'm hoping I didn't get any delay. Doesn't look like I did. So I will keep that in mind.
Delta 1488 ready to taxi.
Delta 1488, taxi to runway 23 right via Charlie.
Taxi to runway 23 right via Charlie. Delta 1488.
Interesting that it only does that to that point. What is it called after that? Oh, I see. Delta 1488, taxi to runway 23 right via Foxtrot.
Taxi to runway 23 right
there
via
we go.
Foxtrot. Delta 1488.
So Charlie is unfortunately this. It's the middle. I just misread it. So Charlie and Delta.
Raleigh Tower, southwest 3938 on final 23 right.
Southwest 3938, runway 23 right, cleared to land. So we'll just see
Runway
how
23
this
right,
all
clear to land.
goes.
Southwest 3938.
So there is, Raleigh's one of the originals. ExecJet 963, taxi to runway 23 left. We'll just let it do its thing. There's nothing going on, and that little bit won't matter, because by then they'll be in, and the only thing I could look at is like leaving via, say, Juliet 3.
5459 with information, Oscar. Requesting push and start.
Blue Streak 5459, pushback approved, expect runway 23 right. So yeah, it's a challenge with airports like this, where you do have to get planes out and around the building. So hopefully, like, this won't be the last one to get called out, because that is when we will have a problem getting to a runway. And once again, what we might do is kind of cheat and shift at the end. It definitely was a different runway configuration that I did better with at the other one, but at Zurich. ExecJet 963, runway 23 left, cleared for immediate takeoff upon reaching altitude 500, contact departure.
Runway 23 left, cleared for immediate takeoff on reaching altitude 500, contact departure. ExecJet 963.
Alright. Delta 1488, runway 23 right, line up and wait. Just do not want to have any potential problem.
Delta 1488.
So this is a very slow taxi, but we have time right now. It's early.
November 45, Tree Foxtrot, Delta on final 23 right.
November 453, Foxtrot Delta, runway 23 right, cleared to land. Alright, so they're all coming in there.
Right, cleared to land. November 45, Tree Foxtrot, Delta. Raleigh ground, Blue Streak 5459, ready to taxi.
Blue Streak 5459, taxi to runway 23 right via Bravo.
Taxi to runway 23 right via Bravo. Blue
Right.
Streak
So what I'm
5459.
doing is I'm testing the speed of each taxiway, because my guess is Bravo is faster.
November 772 Charlie Sierra with information Oscar. Ready to start.
November 77-2 Charlie Sierra. Approved. Expect runway 23 left.
Approved. Expect runway 23 left.
All right.
November 772
So
Charlie Sierra.
there we go. ExecJet is my first flight handled. So I did get an answer from the creator on Discord. The scores for schedules seem to simply be every handled flight, and then you get 10 points, between 10 and 100 points for each achievement that is unlocked. That's it. That's the only points awarded, so that is crazy that that's all it does. Alright, so it's speeding up here once it's past the terminal, but my guess is here, so what I probably want to do is Foxtrot Charlie, or I'm sorry, Bravo Charlie Foxtrot when I can, and then we're not going super, super slow, is my guess. Because this is definitely faster. November 772 Charlie Sierra. Taxi to runway 23 left. November 772 Charlie Sierra, runway 23 left. Line up and wait. Alright. Southwest is just about in. Let's see, we've got a couple there. This is the other end of the terminal. Here comes
Raleigh Tower, Delta 2118 on final
definitely
23 right.
faster. Delta 2118, runway 23 right, cleared to land.
Runway 23 right, cleared
So
to land.
we've got that,
Delta
that.
2118.
We've got this view, which really gives us nothing other than way down here at the runway. He'll be coming.
Raleigh ground, Frontier Flight 4844
Hello.
with information Oscar, requesting push and start.
Frontier Flight 4844, pushback approved. Expect runway 23 right. Just making sure he was here at the terminal.
Pushback approved, expect runway 23 right. Frontier Flight 4844.
Blue Streak 5459, runway 23 right, line up and wait.
Runway 23 right. Line up and wait.
Alright,
Blue Streak 5459.
so this is where we potentially have a problem. No, he'll be through, but okay. Southwest 3938, taxi to terminal. Alright, so
Taxi to
he's
terminal.
coming around there.
Southwest 3938.
November 77-2, Charlie Sierra, runway 23 left. Cleared for immediate takeoff upon reaching altitude 500. Contact departure.
Runway 23
Delta
left.
1488, runway 23 right. Cleared for immediate takeoff upon reaching altitude 500. Contact departure. So we're having to push a little
Runway 23
more
right.
there.
Cleared for immediate takeoff.
Alright,
Reaching altitude
so this
500.
is the
Contact
issue,
departure.
as I
Delta
felt
1488.
with doing what I was doing. But let's see, let's just make sure everybody's good.
Raleigh Tower, Spirit Wings 392 on final 23 right.
Raleigh ground, Frontier Flight 4844 ready to taxi.
Spirit Wings 392, runway 23 right, cleared to land. Frontier Flight 4844, taxi to runway 23 right.
Runway 23 right. Clear to land. Spirit Wings 392.
Taxi to runway 23 right. Frontier Flight 4844.
Alright, so there they go,
Raleigh
Delta's
ground.
off.
Tower 986 with information Oscar. Requesting push and start.
Who is it? Oh, okay. Delta 986, stand by. So this is the problem. I gotta get him around the building.
Delta 986.
Alright, so this is a little bit crazy busy, but we'll see. Because, yeah, I can't lose a lot of points, or I'm not going to be high up on the leaderboard, and I'd prefer not to have to do things again to end up higher. Alright, so this is probably going to... I don't know that it's going to stop by here, but it'll probably stop here. But we have a line up and wait. We're good. Alright, yeah, he's definitely going to pull off here. November 4:53, Foxtrot Delta, taxi to terminal. Yep, so he's
Taxi
coming around there.
November 453, Foxtrot Delta.
Blue Streak, 5459, runway 23 right, cleared for immediate takeoff. Upon reaching altitude 500, contact departure.
Runway 23 right.
Delta 986, pushback approved. Expect runway 23 right. Frontier Flight 4844, taxi to runway 23 right via Foxtrot.
Pushback approved. Expect runway 23 right. Delta 986.
All
Taxi
right.
to runway 23 right via Foxtrot.
I
Frontier
think...
Flight 4844.
Oh, we got another one called
Raleigh
in.
Tower, November Nina 1 Mike Juliet on final 23 right.
November 9 or 1, Mike Juliet, runway 23 right, cleared to land. Nothing coming in on left, which is a
Runway
bit
23
crazy.
Right, clear to land. November Nina 1 Mike Juliet.
Alright. So...
Raleigh ground, November 108 Romeo Lima with information Oscar, ready to start.
November 108, Romeo Lima. Approved. Expect runway 23 left. Alright, so that's
Approved.
good.
Expect runway 23 left. November 108 Romeo Lima.
Alright, so the question is, who's going to get to this intersection first? That's going to be part of the problem. Oh boy. Frontier Flight 4844, taxi to runway 23 right via Foxtrot. Delta 2118, taxi to terminal via Foxtrot.
Taxi to runway 23 right via Foxtrot. Frontier
Delta
Flight
2118,
4844.
taxi to terminal via Charlie.
Taxi to terminal via Foxtrot. Delta 2118. Taxi
Delta
to terminal
986,
via Charlie.
taxi to runway
Delta
23
2118.
right via Foxtrot.
Taxi to runway 23 right via Foxtrot. Delta 986. Raleigh ground. Delta 986 ready to taxi. Raleigh ground. November 108 Romeo Lima ready to taxi. Raleigh Tower, American 2693 on final 23 right.
American 2693, runway 23 right, cleared to land. November 108 Romeo Lima, taxi to runway 23 left.
Runway 23 right, clear to land. American 2693. Taxi to runway 23 left. November 108 Romeo Lima.
Frontier Flight 4844, runway 23 right, line up and wait. Delta 986, taxi to runway 23 right via
Runway 23 right, line up and wait. Frontier Flight 4844.
Bravo. Delta 986, taxi to runway 23 right via Bravo.
Taxi to runway 23 right via Bravo. Delta 986.
Barely got him out of the way in time. ExecJet 249, approved. Expect runway 23 left. Now this gets crazy.
ExecJet 249.
Spirit Wings 392, taxi to terminal. November 108 Romeo Lima, runway 23 left, cleared for immediate takeoff. Upon reaching altitude 500, contact departure.
Taxi to terminal.
Delta
Spirit
986,
392.
runway 23 right, line up and wait.
Runway 23 left, cleared for immediate takeoff. On reaching altitude 500,
I'm
contact
not
departure.
sure that I
November
want to get him
108
off.
Romeo
I don't
Lima.
think I do.
Runway 23 right, line up and wait. Delta 986.
It would be nice if they did some other things, man. I'll tell you
Raleigh
that.
ground.
ExecJet 249er with information Oscar.
Yeah,
Ready
we're
to
gonna
start.
wait. We're gonna wait.
Raleigh Tower, United 2653 on final 23 right.
ExecJet 249, runway 23 left.
Runway 23 left. ExecJet 249er. Raleigh ground. ExecJet 249er ready to taxi.
United 2653, runway 23 right, cleared to land.
Runway 23 right, clear to land. United 2653.
Alright, we've got a few minutes, so I can breathe a little bit, but man, it is getting a little nuts. ExecJet 249, runway 23 left, cleared for immediate takeoff upon reaching altitude 500. Contact departure.
Runway
So again,
23
he's
left.
going to
Cleared for
vacate
immediate
there.
takeoff. On reaching altitude 500, contact departure. ExecJet 249er.
That will be good there. November 901, Mike, Juliet, taxi to terminal. Frontier Flight 4844, runway 23 right, cleared for immediate takeoff. Upon reaching altitude 500, contact departure.
Taxi to terminal. November Nina 1 Mike Juliet. Runway 23 right, cleared for immediate takeoff. On reaching altitude 500, contact departure. Frontier Flight 4844.
Alright. So he is coming somewhere over here. Because again, we're going to get, I'm sure, another flight coming off shortly, but not quite where I thought. Yeah, we'll leave the Delta until the American lands. So we'll get a few things going here. But yeah, American's way too close because he hasn't even rotated on yet. He's leaving. All right, we are 9 flights handled right now. But again, we obviously have 5 on screen right here. The Spirit Wings is still parking for 6. So that gets us to 15. So that's about half the traffic has shown itself to us at this point. And I believe I have 0 delays, which would be awesome. I think the first place person did do it perfectly as well. So, other than being newer, I don't know that I would get any kind of a different point. But, alright, ExecJet is off. We got 45 seconds till something else happens. So, we'll get this American cleared, and then we'll get this Delta off. So, and hopefully, we'll be able to steer clear. But let's see. Come on, we're getting close.
Raleigh Tower, November Nina 6 Foxtrot Golf on final 23 right.
American 2693, taxi to terminal via Bravo. I don't know why I needed that.
Taxi to terminal via Bravo. American 2693.
Alright. Delta 986, runway 23 right, cleared for immediate takeoff upon reaching altitude 500. Contact departure.
Runway 23 right, cleared for immediate takeoff. On reaching altitude 500.
Oh,
Contact
man.
Departure.
Really?
Delta 986.
Endeavor 4973, standby. It is only 14:20. We have time.
Endeavor 4973.
But this American is coming around. November 906, Foxtrot Golf, runway 23 right, cleared to land. I did set
Runway
this to
23
3, right?
clear to
I did.
land.
Okay.
November Nina 6
Just making
Foxtrot
sure.
Golf.
And somehow left, yep, left is still open. It just seems very weird that it is...
Raleigh ground. Endeavor 4973 with information Oscar. Requesting push and start.
Okay, so we got the United landing. We are now 12 flights handled. It happened that fast because we put the Spirit Wings away. This one parked. That one took off. So things are going well.
Raleigh ground. November 902 Foxtrot Golf with information Oscar. ready to start.
November 9er, 9er 2, Foxtrot Golf, approved. Expect runway 23 left.
Approved, expect runway 23 left. November 9er, 9er 2, Foxtrot Golf.
I mean, because, yeah, we need 15 handled by 14:30, and I think we'll be there.
Raleigh Tower, Skywest 3643 on final 23 right.
Endeavor 4973, pushback approved. Expect runway 23 right. Now, I hope the United isn't going there.
Pushback approved. Expect runway 23
United
right.
2653,
4973.
taxi to terminal via Bravo.
Taxi to terminal via Bravo.
All right.
United
So he's going
2653.
way out, way over there, so that's perfect. All right, we're here in the November there. I think the next one to call in is also going to be a GA aircraft. Skywest 3643, runway 23 right, cleared to land. All right.
Runway 23 right, cleared to land. Skywest
So
3643.
American's not there yet,
Raleigh
but there we go.
November 9er, 9er 2, Foxtrot Golf, ready to taxi.
November 9er, 9er 2, Foxtrot Golf, taxi to runway 23 left. November 9er, 9er 2, Foxtrot Golf, runway 23 left, cleared for immediate takeoff. Upon reaching altitude 500, contact departure. That way he's just guaranteed to get the
Taxi
heck
to
out of
runway
Dodge.
23 left. November 9er, 9er 2, Foxtrot Golf.
Okay, because we will
Runway
have this
23
one
left,
leaving,
cleared for
but
immediate takeoff.
but
On
we
reaching
and we've
altitude
got these
500,
three that are
contact
going to
departure.
leave at some point.
November 9er, 9er 2, Foxtrot Golf.
So we'll see how everything goes. But yeah, right now we really haven't had to worry about 23 left at all, because
Raleigh
everything's been coming in.
Endeavor 4973 ready to taxi.
Endeavor 4973, taxi to runway 23 right via Bravo.
Taxi to runway 23 right via Bravo. Endeavor 4973.
Endeavor 4973, runway 23 right, line up and wait.
Runway 23 right. Line up and wait. Endeavor 4973.
Yeah, I mean, aside from them taking forever to get to the runway, so as we get closer to the end, I may need to start getting creative. But yeah, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, well, 6 approaching, but we have 5 again that are in my schedule, so that would get us to 19. But we have a Southwest approaching next. It doesn't tell me yet what runway that's on. Man, the Endeavor. Like, yeah, all of these just take a long time to get
Raleigh ground.
where they need to.
Moxie 135 with information Oscar. Requesting push and start.
Where is that? Okay. Moxie 135. Pushback approved. Expect runway 23 left. Alright, so that's a different one, and we do
Pushback
have, I
approved.
think,
Expect
another...
runway 23 left.
I think we have another
Moxie
Southwest
135.
there at some point, so...
Raleigh Tower, Southwest 3986 on final 23 right.
Southwest 3986, runway 23 right, cleared to land. Nobody wants to land on 23 left.
Runway 23 right, cleared to land.
And to some degree that's
Southwest
okay,
3986.
because having a jetliner come in when I've got something like this taking off, like this is a PA-31, which I think is a Pilatus 31, you know, it's got a takeoff speed of like 80 knots. You know, it's a little more challenging. So, we'll see. Alright, it's not there yet, but yeah, we got a lot of flights up there. We've got about 2 more minutes till another departure calls in, but we've still got Moxie to get rolling. Alright, so again, he's likely coming into here. I don't see any other GA aircraft for departure, so that's good, because then he can just roll in and do whatever he needs. But you can see, like, SkyWest is on its rear end. November 9er, 9er 6, Foxtrot Golf, taxi to terminal.
Taxi to terminal.
That one almost caught me. Like, he vacated like crazy. That was a PA-31 as well. But yeah, no delay, so that's good. But SkyWest is right there. So that's that challenge. Like, if he wasn't just a good little GA aircraft and didn't vacate quickly, they might have been landing on each other. But now we have enough room to get Endeavour off. So that will work. We've got about 50 seconds till another plane calls in.
Moxie 135 ready to taxi.
Moxie 135, taxi to runway 23 left. Moxie 135, runway 23 left, line up and wait.
Taxi to runway 23 left. Moxie 135. Runway 23 left, line up and wait. Moxie 135.
I think the SkyWest will come down here, so hopefully again. SkyWest 3643, taxi to terminal via Bravo.
Taxi
Is
to
he
terminal
going
via
way
Bravo.
over as well?
SkyWest
He is.
3643.
Alright, but again, that way it's clear of all the planes. Endeavour 4973, runway 23 right, cleared for immediate takeoff. Upon reaching altitude 500, contact departure. Another one lining up on 23 right. It's like, this is a very fast taxiway if you look at how quickly these planes get over there. So that is excellent that way.
Raleigh ground. American 1897 with information Oscar. Requesting push and start.
American 1897, pushback approved. Expect runway 23 right.
Pushback approved. Expect runway 23 right. American
Alright,
1897.
so we need 4 more flights to be done to technically be halfway in 4 minutes. So it's going to be tricky. Although I guess this Endeavour's, I was like, oh, is he landing? But no, he's taken off. So that gives us 17, so we need 3 more. So we'll have the Moxie soon. We'll have that one parking. Well, soon is relative, as you can see how he's going down. I do not know. Oh, Breeze. Okay. I vaguely remember Breeze. See, so that's the other runway, but you can see the X's. Like, there's not places that you can get to. I mean, I assume those are maybe for emergency vehicles or something. I'm surprised. I thought he was coming down here, but he's not. So, which is fine. I mean, he's clearer than otherwise. The American's likely to call in pretty quickly. That one's going to park in but a moment. And that'll get us to 18 handled.
Raleigh ground. American 1897.
American 1897, taxi to runway 23 right via Bravo.
Taxi to runway 23 right via Bravo. American 1897.
Alright, we're going to have a
Raleigh
couple
Tower,
planes call in
November
quickly.
268 Lima Alpha on final 23 right.
Moxie 135, runway 23 left. Cleared for immediate takeoff upon reaching altitude 500. Contact departure. November 268, Lima Alpha, runway 23 right. Cleared to land.
Runway 23 left, cleared for immediate takeoff. On reaching altitude 500, contact departure. Moxie 135.
Runway 23 right, clear to land. November 268 Lima Alpha.
Southwest 3986, taxi to terminal via Charlie.
Taxi to terminal via Charlie. Southwest 3986.
Alright, Southwest, get yourself into the taxiway so that he sees you and slows down and doesn't get in trouble. American 1897, runway 23 right, line up and wait. Now that's the thing. That is not
Runway 23
Charlie.
right.
I
Line
think
up and wait. American 1897.
I think that's Delta, but maybe I had them wrong. Because yeah, this should be Charlie, which is what I wanted. I just wanted him to go straight. But either way. Alright, so a little bit of a reprieve here. We are, at this point, 20 handled, coming right up on 1430 in about 5 seconds. So it's tight. The only difference is I've got two things in motion here, where normally, like, things hadn't even called in at the start of the hour. So you know, we'll get these in. But we've got 14, 31, 32, 34, and 35 for call-outs. So we're going to get 4 departures very quickly. So we're going to have some craziness happening around the airport taxiways. Good news is, I think 3 of them are GAs, so they'll be right here as long as we don't get discombobulated. But again, it's Juliet 1, Juliet 2, Juliet 3, so I may be able to do some dancing with that.
Raleigh Tower, November 76 Alpha, depart on final 23 right.
November 76 Alpha Papa, runway 23 right, cleared to land. Yeah, the only thing is, because these are so
Runway
slow,
23 right,
we'll be
clear
good.
to land. November 76 Alpha, depart.
ExecJet 870 approved. Expect runway 23 left.
Approved, expect runway 23 left. ExecJet 870.
Because again, they're moving so quickly, I want them to move. American 1897, runway 23 right, cleared for immediate takeoff upon reaching altitude 500. Contact departure.
Runway 23 right. Cleared for immediate takeoff. On reaching altitude 500.
Because yeah,
Contact
it's
departure.
a
American
Beechcraft
1897.
33, and I don't know what an SR-22 is. Cirrus? That's not Cirrus, because
Raleigh
Cirrus is...
ground. ExecJet 870 with information Oscar. Ready to start.
And then we're going to have a Brickyard, so it's going to come out of here somewhere, I would think. It could? No, it won't be that. I think a Brickyard's an American or a United. I think it's probably going to be that one.
Raleigh ground.
I'm wrong.
Brickyard 5862 with information Oscar. Requesting push and start.
Brickyard 5862, pushback approved, expect runway 23 right.
Pushback approved, expect runway 23 right. Brickyard 5862.
And the good news is I don't have any
Ground.
commercial
ExecJet
coming in.
870 ready to taxi.
ExecJet 870, taxi to runway 23 left.
Taxi to runway 23 left. ExecJet 870.
ExecJet 870, runway 23 left, cleared for immediate takeoff. Upon reaching altitude 500, contact departure. Okay, we're now sitting at 22
Runway
flights.
23 left. Cleared for immediate takeoff.
Cleared.
On reaching altitude 500.
Again, we have 2
Contact
coming in.
departure. ExecJet
Very, very, very
870.
slowly. Man, I hope we don't have any GA coming in. Like, if any GA show up after, like, 1450, I think we're in trouble. So, yeah. And that may become part of why it becomes difficult to score appropriately, but if they have this scheduled well and built well, which hopefully for an official challenge they do. Alright, so we have a jet share, which... this is on 2-3 left. Our first landing on 2-3 left. So maybe things will start to spread out. So we'll see. Alright, so the ExecJet's getting ready to go. A whole lot of not much right now. Because again, if I have to at the end, like I could run something to this runway and just get it out. If I do have one of these guys going really, really late, and they don't have time to taxi down there.
Raleigh ground. Brickyard 5862 ready to taxi.
Brickyard 5862, taxi to runway 23 right via Bravo.
Taxi to runway 23 right via Bravo. Brickyard 5862.
Alright, so there that goes. That's again a
Raleigh
C510,
November
so
5-6 Lima Romeo with information Oscar, ready to start.
November 5-6 Lima Romeo, approved, expect runway 23 left. Now again, we have 4 that are departing, that are calling for departure. This is the 3rd. There's no other ones coming up yet, so getting a little nervous because we don't have a lot happening and time is ticking. We are only 23 flights handled. We have 17 left, and yes, we do have 4 here, which would get us to only 13 left, but we're almost at 1435. So this is not a good result.
Raleigh ground, November Nina 7 Mike Sierra with information Oscar, ready to start.
November 9 or 7 Mike Sierra, approved, expect runway 23 left. And I think I'm going to have him go via...
Runway 23 left. November Nina 7 Mike Sierra.
I don't know, we'll see how they go. I might have him go...
Jet Share 774 on final 23 left.
Jet Share 774, runway 23 left, cleared to land.
Runway 23 left, cleared to land. Jet Share 774.
November 268 Lima Alpha, taxi to terminal.
Taxi to terminal, November
Alright.
268
That was my
Lima Alpha.
biggest worry, was
Raleigh
getting
ground,
that done.
November 5-6 Lima Romeo.
November
ready to taxi.
5-6 Lima Romeo, taxi to runway 23 left.
Taxi to runway 23 left. November 5-6 Lima Romeo.
This one's dancing a lot. November 5-6 Lima Romeo, runway 23 left, cleared for immediate takeoff upon reaching altitude 500, contact departure. I mean, again, that is a jet coming in.
Immediate takeoff on reaching altitude 500, contact departure. November 5-6 Lima Romeo.
Raleigh ground, November Nina 7 Mike Sierra, ready to taxi.
November 9 or 7 Mike Sierra, taxi to runway 23 left.
Taxi to runway 23 left. November Nina 7 Mike Sierra.
November 9 or 7 Mike Sierra, runway 23 left, line up and wait. Brickyard 5862, runway 23 right, line up and wait. Just make sure I get everybody lining up and waiting. Because again, he may conflict. I don't think so. And again, this one may have to wait because you can see he's a jet. He's moving a lot faster than the other ones, so that's why we have the line up and wait. I think we still have this Southwest to take off at some point. So we do have that. Pretty good mix, I would say, of everything here. Alright, so we are good there. He's going to land and leave soon. We're still at 23. Let's just be all completely transparent here. Yes, there's a bit of movement and things might come together a little quicker, but not much. Good news is we got another jet share in line on 23 left, and I think they will land or come into the GA ramp, I hope. I hope they're not going to cross the airport. November 7-6 Alpha Papa, taxi to terminal.
Taxi to terminal. November 7-6 Alpha Papa.
Alright, so they're all coming in there. Alright. November 9 or 7 Mike Sierra, runway 23 left, cleared for immediate takeoff upon reaching altitude 500, contact departure.
Runway 23 left, cleared for immediate takeoff.
Brickyard 5862, runway 23 right, cleared for immediate takeoff upon reaching altitude 500, contact departure. Man, that was like in the back of my ear.
Cleared for immediate takeoff on reaching altitude 500.
Alright, I'm hoping It's not going to be one of these that pushes out. Although, I think we've got 2 more minutes. But, yeah, both of these planes are coming in here. But there is another jet. And these are, well, there's a lot of little jets, I think. So, because I'm like, there is another jet going. Alright, so now we're at 25. So we are, you know, and we'll be at 26 in but a moment. And then 27, 28. So we're getting there, but it's almost 1440. So, alright.
Raleigh Tower, jet share 755 on final 23 left.
Jet share 755, runway 23 left, cleared to land.
Runway 23 left, clear to land, jet share 755.
Alright, I think he's popping in here, and the other one is going up here. So as long as, I mean, if one of these need to call in, but yeah, problem is we've got 1 minute and 20 seconds, so he's going to be well on his way, taxiing over here. So I'm not liking that. Not liking it at all. Alright. So I do see a Southwest getting ready to call out. Alright, so 27. We have 13 more to go. Again, 3 are on our screen, so that gets us down to 10. But yeah, it's just a matter of, you know, where is he going to go? I think he's going to come back here, but I don't know. Yeah, we've got 2 more of what I'm almost positive. No, it's an Embraer 190, so maybe not.
Final 23 right.
Exec Jet 472, runway 23 right, cleared to land. He kind of snuck up on me, honestly.
Runway 23 right, clear to land. Exec Jet 472.
Alright, so 20 seconds from now, we're going to get something else calling out. November 76 Alpha Papa, taxi to terminal via Juliet 2. I'm going to send him a different way.
Taxi to terminal via Juliet 2, November 76 Alpha
So
Papa.
we're going to see if we can make that work. November 45 Delta Foxtrot. Pushback approved. Expect 23 left.
Negative. Unknown command.
November 45 Delta Foxtrot. Pushback approved. Whoops. November 45 Delta Foxtrot approved. Expect runway 23 left.
Command property error. November 45 Delta Foxtrot. Approved. Expect runway 23 left. November 45 Delta Foxtrot.
Alright. So, where is this one? Jet share 774, taxi to terminal. We got a delay, darn it.
Invalid target.
Jet share 774, taxi to terminal.
Taxi to terminal.
Ooh,
Jet share 774.
42 seconds. This is gonna kill me. I think I'm okay because he's still
Raleigh ground,
considered taxing.
November 45 Delta Foxtrot with information Oscar. Ready to start.
Alright. So, I may be stuck here. So, unfortunately, it just didn't work out the way it lined up because, yeah, these guys are all kind of coming into the same place. I'm going to let that one sit because I don't really have
Raleigh
another
ground,
choice.
November 45 Delta Foxtrot ready for taxi.
November 45 Delta Foxtrot, taxi to runway 23 left via Alpha.
Taxi to runway 23 left via Alpha. November 45 Delta Foxtrot.
November 45 Delta Foxtrot, taxi to runway 23 left via Juliet 2.
Taxi to runway 23 left via Juliet 2. November 45 Delta Foxtrot.
Jet share 774, hold position.
Hold position. Jet share 774.
Jet share 774, continue taxi.
Continue taxi. Jet share 774.
November 76 Alpha Papa, taxi to terminal.
Taxi to terminal. November 76 Alpha Papa.
November 76 Alpha Papa, taxi to terminal via Juliet 3.
Taxi to terminal via Juliet 3. November 76 Alpha Papa.
November 76 Alpha Papa, taxi to terminal via Juliet. Alright, there we go.
Taxi to terminal.
I'm like, I gotta get it to turn on or I'm gonna be in trouble. Southwest 3696, pushback approved, expect runway 23 left.
Pushback approved, expect runway 23 left. Southwest 3696.
November 45 Delta Foxtrot, runway 23 left, line up and wait.
Runway 23 left, line up and wait.
Ugh.
November 45 Delta Foxtrot.
So I think I am in trouble.
Raleigh Tower, Endeavour 5114 on final 23 right.
Endeavour 5114, runway 23 right, cleared to land. So yeah, it became because I didn't know how to get
Runway
these
23
taxied
right,
out.
clear to land.
It
Endeavour
screwed me up.
5114.
So yeah, this got a little crazy. We'll see where the next ones call in, because we're going to have one in a few
Southwest
seconds.
3696 with information Oscar, requesting push and start.
JetShare 755, taxi to terminal. Alright, good
Taxi
news
to
is
terminal.
they're all parking
JetShare 755.
right there. November 45 Delta Foxtrot, runway 23 left, cleared for immediate takeoff upon reaching altitude 500. Contact departure.
Runway 23 left, clear for immediate takeoff. On reaching altitude 500, contact departure. November 45 Delta Foxtrot.
Alright, where is
Raleigh
this
ground.
one?
November 76 Alpha Papa. We request a more logical reading.
Alright, he's good. Costera 431, pushback approved, expect runway 23 right. So that was the one I didn't
Pushback
know.
approved, expect runway 23 right. Costera 431.
Alright, let's
Raleigh
see.
ground. November 76 Alpha Papa. We request a more logical reading.
Raleigh ground. Southwest
ExecJet
3696
472,
ready to taxi.
taxi to terminal. Alright,
Taxi to
coming in
terminal.
there.
ExecJet 472.
Southwest 3696, taxi to runway 23 left. Southwest 3696, runway 23 left, line up and wait.
Taxi to runway 23 left. Southwest 3696. Runway 23 left. Line up and wait. Southwest 3696.
Raleigh Tower, Brickyard 4567 on final 23 right.
Brickyard 4567, runway 23 right, cleared to land.
Runway 23 right, clear to land.
Alright.
Brickyard 4567.
So the question is, can they... I gotta watch this Costera and see how long it takes him to get down there.
Costera 431 with information Oscar, requesting push and
Okay,
start.
he's not ready to go yet, but... Because, yeah, I knew he was an Embraer, so I'm like, he might be at the main terminal.
Raleigh ground. Costera 431 ready to taxi.
Costera 431, taxi to runway 23 right via Bravo.
Taxi to runway 23 right via Bravo. Costera 431.
Alright. Southwest 3696, runway 23 left, cleared for immediate takeoff upon reaching altitude 500. Contact departure. Yeah, and I've flown into Raleigh a lot,
For immediate takeoff.
but
Reaching
I don't know that I knew the
500.
layout
Contact departure.
was kind of as
Southwest
this is, but...
3696.
Alright, so he left at about 1447, and I need to see when he gets down there, because we've got a Brickyard clearing at 1450. It's going to take 2 minutes, which will be like 1452. So,
Raleigh ground.
It's like,
Transcon
can he get
5-6
there?
With information Oscar, ready to start.
Transcon 5-6, approved. Expect runway 23 left.
Approved, expect runway 23 left. Transcon 5-6.
Raleigh Tower, southwest 2910 on final 23 right.
This exec jet needs to get its butt in here. Otherwise, we're going to have a real problem. Alright. I think we're okay. This seems to be taking forever. There we go, but it worked. Because, yeah, I needed them clear, otherwise I'm like, oh boy. Alright, I don't see another GA. But yeah, we are not having a lot of fun here, and we are down to barely 10 minutes. So, I'm not liking what I'm seeing, I'll tell you that. Southwest 2910, runway 23 right, cleared to land.
Runway 23 right, cleared to land. Southwest 2910.
Endeavor 5114, taxi to terminal.
Taxi to terminal. Endeavour 5114.
Raleigh ground. Transcon 5-6 ready to taxi.
Transcon 5-6, taxi to runway 23 left.
Taxi to runway 23 left. Transcon 5-6.
I'm going to wait on the Costera. We've got time. I'm not going to create a
Raleigh
problem.
ground. Brickyard 4560 with information Oscar. Requesting push and start.
Brickyard 4560, pushback approved. Expect runway 23 right. Alright, so he got down there at 1450, so it took about 3 minutes. Oh, Costera 431, runway 23 right, line up and wait.
Runway 23 right, line up.
Dang.
Costera 431.
It may have cost me. I may have now 20 seconds in penalties. I forgot to give him that clearance. Transcon 5-6, runway 23 left. Cleared for immediate takeoff. Upon reaching altitude 500, contact departure.
Runway 23 left. Cleared for immediate takeoff. On reaching altitude 500, contact departure.
Yeah, I was just worried
Transcon
about
5-6.
him, and I wasn't paying attention that he hadn't been cleared. Alright, so we don't have... I have 7 flights left, but I don't... 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There's one more that is not present, which concerns me because, well, it could be someone. I suppose it could be a GA. I don't know that this one parked. So, I'm going to hope. Because, yeah, I have 6 on my strip board. And a couple of them will take off, so that will be good, but Endeavor's just ready to park, so we're going to get points there. Brickyard 4567, taxi to terminal.
Taxi to terminal.
He's going to a wondrous place. I love it. I think I would have been great if I didn't have this. Costera 431, runway 23 right, cleared for immediate takeoff upon reaching altitude 500, contact departure.
Runway 23 right, cleared for immediate takeoff on reaching altitude 500, contact departure. Costera 431.
Brickyard 4560, taxi to runway 23 right via Bravo.
Taxi to runway 23 right via Bravo. Brickyard 4560.
Okay, no delay there. And he'll be up on Bravo well before this one's in there. Alright, so at this point we have 5 flights remaining, but again, I have 4. So I don't know I don't know what else is coming. So I don't know if, because I would think if I have something taking off, I would see the strip already. But if I have something arriving, it's going to take 4 or 5 minutes, and then it's got a taxi. Like, yeah, this is bad, is all I can say. It's bad, bad, bad. Now we're down to 4. Again, we've got 3. So this one should start moving. It should be past the exit before Southwest is ready to vacate. That is my hope. So, and then again, Southwest has to get down here. It still has about 6.5 minutes. So we're okay for going around the airport, I'm pretty sure. But yes, this will be through. But yeah, I don't see any other strips. Southwest 2910, taxi to terminal. So he's going
Southwest
not super far, right in the middle. And he's got basically 6 minutes to get there. So, and this is the slowest part. Brickyard 4560, runway 23 right, line up and wait. I do not want to run into a problem again.
Runway 23 right, line up and wait. Brickyard 4560.
Alright, we're coming up on 1455, and I have no strip. I don't like this. I haven't changed anything, so everything should come. But something, like if it's not a GA takeoff, this is going to be bad. That's kind of what I need to end this. Come on, don't tell me this is like some kind of botch thing. But people had like, I swore they had like 3990. So, in theory, that means you've got to get 40 planes. Like, people have done it. Like, if no strip appears at 1455, I'm really going to be worried. Brickyard 4560, runway 23 right, cleared for immediate takeoff. Upon reaching altitude 500, contact departure.
Runway 23 right, cleared for immediate takeoff.
Alright,
On reaching
1455 has come and gone.
Brickyard 4560.
I see nothing. I didn't delete any planes. I mean, again, if there's one, because the thing is, I don't think this one has moved. But again, it's 2 minutes for pushback. So if we're at 1466, like, we're going to be in trouble here. And again, it would be on the board right now. I mean, I can go look at the file and see, but like I said, things were there, so I don't understand. Sorry. I think that caused a blink. Whoops. Just making sure I don't get surprised by something. Right, so it's not that. Is it GA? It's not GA either. I've literally done everything then. But I swear people had more points. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. There's 18 GAs. 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 30, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. They're all there. So yes, there are 40 planes. What didn't come through? I don't understand. Something did not spawn. That is irritating. Because, yeah, the Costera was going to Mexico City. It came and went. So I'm like, there's nothing weird there. But yeah, we're gonna run out of time because there's nothing on the board. Because yeah, 39 are handled. We are now done. There's nothing moving around. It tells me there's one left. So I'm just gonna spend my next 2 minutes looking at the file. So there's Delta 1448, Southwest 39, Blue Streak 4059, Spirit Wings, Frontier Flight 4484, Delta 986, 263, 253, 2653, then Delta. That might be what's missing. Yeah, there's a Delta 3643 that has some sort of special RPA, which I think is simply Brickyard. That one does not appear to have spawned for whatever reason. Oh no, wait, that's the SkyWest. Never mind. SkyWest 3643, 4973, Moxie 135, left, yes. American 1897, 562. Oh, there's 2 Moxies. So there's a Moxie 136 that was supposed to appear that did not. So that's the culprit. That one never spawned. It was supposed to appear at 1423. Or no. It was supposed to appear at 1440. So it was coming from Kilo Bravo Tango Victor, wherever that is. But that is the plane. And we are now 20 seconds away, and so I will be scoreless, or unable to be at the top of the leaderboard because of a fluke. That's annoying. Oh, I hate that. That's just awful. Because, yeah, the Moxie left, so even if it was like a specific gate, like it should have spawned. But you can see, 39. So, 3890. Let's see, maybe I was wrong. Maybe that's... No, see? 3940. So they got the plane to spawn. I don't understand. So that is just a weird problem. I'm trying to think if maybe I did something to edit the airport file of Raleigh, but I don't think so. So I don't know. But yeah. I mean, we did okay. I mean, we ended up 7th. It's not like, oh my god, it's terrible. And it's just kind of bragging rights, you know. I mean, it's not, you know, so I was 50 points away. Like, if I would have gotten all the planes, I would have been at 3990, which would have put me in the lead. Because, yes, I only lost 10 points. So that is frustrating. Like, I had an opportunity here, but it did not spawn Moxie 136 for some reason. Same type of plane as the Moxie that did leave. So it's not like, you know, because sometimes what you're looking for is it, you know, is the plane different, and therefore maybe that particular aircraft wouldn't spawn or something. But once again, because people were able to do it, it just seems like a fluke. But, yeah. I don't know that it's worth worrying about. It really isn't. But, it's just unpleasant. But at this point, we're going to move to junior controllers as the next thing I take a look at. People have been kind of grumbling about this one, but I think it's more like it doesn't leave the list and stuff. Because some of them I have seen, they do fall off the career list. Or as we saw here, like And yes, you do get that line, but you can see now that one is not there anymore. The fog in Zurich is still there for some reason, but the other one is not. And you know, I have 3 attempts, 3 completed, so and yeah, LaGuardia isn't running. I was trying to kind of clear things up, because if you look in the home screen, or maybe it's this one, yeah, it tells you 17 attempted, 15 completed, because I do have that coming at you in LA. Like, that one is saying it's waiting for me to complete it, like it's waiting for me to load up, because I started that just to see what it would look like and what time it was for 340 flights. I do think we're going to have less fun with the shared challenges. I'm just worried, because we're really kind of 50-50. You know, Stuttgart was decent, but again, this was terrible. And let's see, did anyone try it after me? May 14th, not that I see. I mean, there's 13 completions, so maybe there's a bunch of zeros that were like, I'm not waiting for this thing, and exited out. But my concern with the Heathrow challenge is it's one of those, again, that some sort of radar has failed. Where here too, it's, you know, that was the Manic Monday, is we didn't have any radar either, because if you go in there, no instruments. Now, I think the difference with the challenge is, if we go in here, is it's no D-Bright. I think D-Bright is the landing runway thing, but I'm not really necessarily using that. So it looks like Suns just recently did this. Again, did pretty well, so 5450, and that is with 55 planes. So once again, they all spawned, and this was the first time I had this problem on a official challenge. So I will say, not sure. But with all that, I'm going to step away. As always, if you've enjoyed yourself and haven't dropped a like or subscribe, please consider doing that. It's greatly appreciated and really important for a small channel like myself, for the YouTube algorithm, and, you know, just to grow the community. And I will see you next time.